Hey, alright everyone, welcome back. This is part 17, back onto Dragon Quest II HD 2D Remake. We're in the Tower of the Moon. So in here, we're just going to continue forwards, going to get in a little boss fight, which is more like a mini boss because it's just 6 normal enemies. And that'd be Kazams. When you beat these, you'll get 10,000 experience. And all I'm doing right now is I'm just trying to equip my party with some better weapons. Just be careful you do not equip a cursed weapon. Because if you get cursed, the only way you can take it off is by visiting a priest in the church. Sometimes it can be hard to tell, but if you look at them from the menu and choose to peep, if you peep at the item, it will tell you all about it, whether it's cursed or not. But these are 6 enemies I was telling you about. So yeah, beating these, you'll get 9,900 experience and 3,240 gold. This dungeon, we're not going to be collecting everything, of course. There's one medal here, so it'll be medal number 39, and then as we make our way up, there's not really anything else I collect, just a medal. We make our way up to the boss, and that's it. That's pretty much all we're doing here. When we complete this dungeon, we finally obtain the moon shard. The moon shard allows us to destroy rocks in the water. So if you ever come across small river channels and it's kind of blocked by rocks, yes, with the moon shard you can completely destroy them. So open up quite a few different paths, and there's also a dungeon on the southeast sea where if you use the moon shard at them, it will reveal the entrance so you can actually gain access. That'll be the Volcanic Grotto, where you get the false idol, and with the false idol we can go and get the ultimate key. So the ultimate key is not too far away, guys, maybe 1 or 2 videos if we're lucky. So once we beat them enemies, we're going to come these steps to the south, just near where we came in. Once you come up here, you're going to go forwards. Going to go these northeast steps, but in the centre here, just between these steps, is a medal. So that's medal number 39. Yes, and that was on floor number 3. From there, we're going to go to steps nearby. Floor number 4 next. On number 4, we're going to follow the path clockwise and go up the northeast stairs. Yeah, these ones just over here. Once on floor number 5, head up the central stairs. And then on floor number 5, go south and then west over to the objective marker. And that's going to be a cutscene and a boss fight. So this boss fight, yes, this is the Lunagriff, and it's quite an annoying fight because it heals himself up. Not always, of course. You don't really know what attacks he's going to do, but when he heals, he normally heals for about 600. So unless you're doing massive damage, it can just completely waste your turn each time he heals. So if you get quite unlucky and every turn he heals, you're pretty much not going to be doing any damage to him. So this way I'm trying to equip some good gear. I want to be trying to max my damage as much as possible. Of course, I could be using a better strategy for this, because I'm on easy mode. I'm kind of just throwing my strongest attacks at him without kind of buffing myself too much, you know, to like increase my damage, double my damage, things like that. It's going to keep spamming my strong attacks without any buffs. He will eventually run out of MP, by the way. So if you kind of get stuck and he just keeps healing himself up and you're just not doing enough damage, he will eventually run out. And when he runs out of MP, he'll not be able to heal up anymore. But it normally takes about 10 minutes for that to happen. Yeah, quite a long time. So try to make your attacks as strong as possible. What I probably should have done before I came in here is I probably should have got everybody knocked down to 1 HP. So when I come in, we can all do our souped up skills and of course do a lot more damage. I'll let you know because on my text guide I've wrote a bit more information down for this fight. So I'll read what I've put down. So this boss can be quite annoying as it has 2 or 3 turns at a time, and it will heal 600 HP in some turns. So try to deal massive damage to counter it, of course, which I've already said. For big damage, have the MC cast a charged cattle prod, because he seems to be weak to them. Yeah, the main character can cast a charged cattle prod. That'll do a lot of damage. Purono can cast a standard wild side, followed by a charged blow kiss. So these are attacks which can work well on this boss from each of my party members, like I say. Main character, charged cattle prod. Purono, will use a normal wild side and then a charged up blow kiss. Matilda can use a charged frizz. And Caradoc, he won't really have any high damage in attacks, so you might just want to prefer to do a normal fizzle with him to try and stop the enemy's magic attacks, for example. You know, because if you use fizzle, that will disable any spells he can do, so it might stop him from healing himself. And that's pretty much what I'm going to do, guys, for this, yes. But he does give you 19,800 experience, so quite a lot, and you get 5,000 gold, so it's a nice chunk. Yeah, that big red orb behind him, that is the moon shard. Came from the moon, but I killed him pretty quick here. Yes, but I'm not going to lie, I did reload this bit quite a lot. And it took quite a while just until I got to this point where I was getting my build ready. I knew what attacks to do. Because it took quite a while until I realised Cattle Prod works really well. You know, Blow Kiss works really well. Because Blow Kiss with Purono, it does more damage when you're on low HP, so it works really good on easy difficulties and when you're on 1 HP. But of course, if you're on high difficulties, guys, and you've got a lot of health, Blow Kiss might not do a lot of damage. So, yeah, just got to play it by ear. But yeah, that's Lunagriff defeated. Got plenty of experience. Now I'm going to grab that moon shard, and yes, we can now destroy all the rocks around the map. So straight after, we're going to loot this chest first. In this chest, you're going to find the Spooky Aura Scroll, and this is quite a good ability actually. So in this chest, Spooky Aura, you'll get 2 of these, by the way. This is the first. And once got that, we're going to warp back to Borrowell. Spooky Aura, by the way, when you use it on an enemy and it almost lands on any enemy, it makes it so your spells do almost double damage. So it's really good when you attack strong enemies. You basically, it debuffs the enemy so your spells do more damage. But to make your abilities do more damage, you have to use Sap. So once back at Borrowell, come into the Eastern House and into this back room on the right. I'm going to talk to a flying rat. You have to come here because if you do not chat with him, guys, when you go to the rocks in the middle of the sea, nothing will happen. You have to come and see this guy first, and then the interact prompt will happen. I know because I tried to avoid that small little detour to see him, but nothing happened if I didn't go and see him. So now we're going to warp to the Arbor, to the southeast, next to Shrine of Flames, or warp to Shrine of Flames if you want to. Either way, you just want to be on the southeast part of the region, in the sea. Then we're going to get back in ship. Like I say, now what I'm trying to do is I'm just focusing on that ultimate key. So all these steps we're doing now, we're going straight for the ultimate key. Then we're going to come back and do the other bits. So dock here, come to the secret spot. In here, you're going to find a rabbit suit. To be honest, I don't know why I came here for that. I think initially I thought maybe that would work for the cat and dog suit trophy, but it doesn't. So I probably could have left it. But it's another suit if you want to dress up as a rabbit. Yeah, so from here, we're going to go northwest to find a sparkling spot, and it's going to be about halfway between Borrowell and the rocks in the middle of the ocean. So about halfway, there it is. So you'll find Noble Garb, Gold Coins, and Lightning Scroll. And that's where I was. From that sparkling spot, you're going to dive down, and you're going to keep going northwest. So dive down, keep going northwest, and you're going to find a location underwater, where I can navigate around all these rocks. This will be the southern seabed storeroom. There's not really anything of great interest in here, but I just want to show you where it is. And there is a mini boss. You get a metal slime shield, I guess, and a zombie's bane. So it's not a lost cause. Get a few items in there, a few new items. So when you come in to the southern seabed storeroom, come forward and talk to this guard up ahead. Tell him you want to fight him in Mortal Kombat. We're going to take out the killing machine. Yeah, he's all by himself, this dude. It's going to go down very, very quickly. Probably won't even get a turn. Oh, lucky guy, he did. You best make it count, so I doubt he's going to get another one. Well, I tried warning him. But yeah, once you beat him, come through this door behind. 2 chests, you'll get the zombies bane and the metal slime shield. Like I say, it's nothing too great, but it's a new location. So we're going to get back in the ship afterwards. Yes, then we're going to rise to the surface. Yeah, we'll rise Rodimus Prime. So yeah, head northeast. And then as you approach rocks in the middle, come south from them until you can dive again. And then as soon as you can dive underwater. Like I say, go to rocks in the middle and go south a little bit. As soon as you can dive down. Because on the side of the cliff, below water, you'll find a sparkle. In that sparkle, you'll find the mountain cleaver. So once got the mountain cleaver, we're going to rise up. We're going to go to some rocks in the middle. Just there. And now you should be able to interact with them. The prompt is a bit awkward here. There's like a very small window where you have to ride into to make the prompt appear. And then press X to of course interact. And you use the moon shards and you'll reveal the entrance. Yeah, so you now can remove the reefs. So come inside to the Volcanic Grotto. Quite a bit to grab here actually. Yeah, quite a bit. So when you first come in, go left. Continue along here. And in the second room on your left, I think it was, and that square tile is a hidden spot where you find a seed of magic. From there, come your steps in the northwest corner. Up here, you're going to find a serpent sword in a northwest chest. Once you've got that, you want to now go down the southwest stairwell. So here in B2, you get a fire blade in that chest. The north chest in the first room on your right, yeah, fire blade. Once got a fire blade, you now want to follow the central path, go around the floor and take the east exit at the end of the central path. You remember, always make sure you're using holy protection as well, guys, and Padfoot. We're trying to avoid all these battles. Of course, a few will still get through like these 3 zombies. Let me just have a look ahead, see where we're going to get to today. We're going to get the ultimate key in part 18. Tomorrow's video, guys, we're going to get the ultimate key and we can pretty much open any chest we find. Yeah, quite a good thing. No one's belongings are going to be safe from us. We can just take everything we find. So once you go through this east exit, come west. This is on floor number 3 now, B3. And you've got a mini medal. This is medal number 40. So grab that medal. That's it. Then go down the steps in the middle. This will take us down to B4. And down here, we're going to find the focus poker scroll. So once we've got that, we're now going to be backtrack 2 floors back to B2. Then we're going to go down or up. No, it will be down, sorry. Yeah, the northwest exit. So yes, we're going to backtrack 2 more floors up to B2, which should be the next floor from here. Yeah, the boss fight in this area is actually easier than that Lunagriff. That Lunagriff is probably one of the hardest fights actually in easy mode. Other than Zenlon, of course. Because you have to beat him within a certain amount of turns. So we're back on B3 at the moment. I think I mentioned B2 before, didn't I? I think the one I meant was B3. So yes, back on B3. Or sorry, B2, like I was saying. We want to go down the far northwest exit now. So make our way to the far northwest corner, once on B2. Yeah, along all these hot tiles. Yes, down these steps. This will take us back down to B3. So down here, inside the northwest chest will be a seed of strength. We did go past the chest, but I think that's got a enemy inside it. Any chest I avoid is either because it's something of no value or because it's got an enemy inside it. So open at your own risk. Once got a seed of strength, come into the main part of the room to the southeast where all the ladders are on the holes. We're going to loot the chest in the northwest corner in this bit. Yeah, this chest will have a magic armor inside it. Can't believe I'm still getting caught in quite a lot of battles. I'm always got Password active, always got Holy Protection active. but the enemies are still managing to get through sometimes. Yeah, not too many floors to go now. So this is B3, the boss is on B5. So yeah, not too many floors to go at all. Right, so let's grab this magic armor. Yeah, let's get down to B4. So grab that magic armor from there. Yep, then you want to go down the nearest ladder or go down the far southern stairs. Don't really matter. But yeah, if you just go down the nearest ladder, spin around on B4, and then in this northwest chest, yes, just over here guys, you'll find a flame shield. Quite difficult to see that one. Then once you've got that one, you're going to go down the northwest stairs over here. This will take us down to B5, the final floor. Make way to the OM at the end, trigger a cutscene and a boss fight. So this boss will be Pazuzu. I believe that's his name. He's going to give us 25,000 experience once we knock him out, which is quite nice. Yeah, he's going to lob some bananas to this monkey. Basically give him loads of energy. And he's going to unleash it all out on us. Or he's going to try. Yeah, once you beat him, we're going to get a false idol. The false idol, I believe it's the only thing you need in order to reach the ultimate key. There's still some other story objectives you can do at this point. Where you go to the Shrine of Rubis. You can actually go and do that now, but you can get the ultimate key before you go down to the Shrine of Rubis. If you know, you know. But yeah, this guy ain't too bad. He doesn't heal himself up too much. He might heal himself up once. Can't remember if it's this guy or not. So it's one or two bosses in the game. They heal themselves at once, but like a massive amount of HP, but they don't do it again. It's like a one-off. Can't remember if this is a monkey or not. But yeah, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here. I ain't really got a strategy for this guy. But we'll get him soon enough. But yeah, so from here, we've got to warp to a few towns. Looks like we're going to get a few medals along the way. We've got another boss fight coming up, which will give us 12,000. Not quite as much as we get for this monkey, but still quite a bit. Yeah, and then we finish this video in the next dungeon. Yeah, the next boss fight comes up in this video. It's just kind of like a singular boss fight. It's not really related to a dungeon or anything. But yeah, we're going to finish this video in a dungeon. So we should get the ultimate key within probably about 10 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes in the next video. So I guess if you wanted to, if you really want the ultimate key, after this video you can look at the text guide and just push on a bit more guys, get that ultimate key. And then when we get ultimate key, we're going to be doing a bit of cleanup. Yeah, there's not really much more to do. What, 23 videos? This is 17. 6 more to go. Not bad. I have been playing quite a bit of Silksong. That game is such a maze. Such a maze. But I think any game is until you get used to it, don't you? But when I look at some of the current guides online and some of the maps, so overwhelming. That's what I find about a lot of guides. Unless you're looking at a full platinum walkthrough, trying to find things yourself when you're looking at content which is already online, it's not like putting an optimal route, is it? So you're kind of just looking at all things one by one, and it's just so overwhelming because you have no idea what each of the things are for. That's currently the stage I'm at. I'm very, very early on in my Silksong gameplay. But yeah, we beat him, guys. So there'll be another cutscene, of course, once you beat him up. And there's also going to be one item we want to grab before we leave. So coming to this large door afterwards, open it to find the Whaler's Mail. Yeah, amongst all the bananas. Grab a banana or two if you want while you're there. Right, and then once you've got that armor, guys, you now want to warp to Cantlin. So Cantlin is our next stop. So at Cantlin, come to this barrel in the far left corner. You get a medicinal herb. Then you want to come into the bank. We're not robbing it with the bananas. Just come in and come to this red carpet opposite the entrance. In that red carpet, you're going to find a hidden spot and medal number 41. So medal 41 is in the bank. Exit the bank afterwards. Once back outside, come to this pillar near center. Get a seed of stamina from the pot. And you want to come into the inn. Is it the inn or just a western building? Yeah, come to western building, you trigger a cutscene. And that's all we want at the moment from Cantlin. I think we do come back here later after we get the ultimate key. So after the cutscene, we now want to warp to Tantegel. So warp to Tantegel next. Once we land, we're going to enter the inn, get medal number 42. Because now we've got the magic key, we should be able to access it. So yes, come in the southwest room in the inn. Hanging in that bag on the wall is a medal, medal number 42. In the southeast bag is some gold coins, 340. Then you want to exit the inn and you want to go up into the castle. You could get a lot more loot here right now, but you still need the ultimate key to access some of the chests. So we're just going to do the main loot in this area, guys, when we've got the ultimate key. And then once you're in the castle, just head up the steps of the OM for another cutscene. You've got to do all this. I did try to avoid some of this, but the game kind of forces you to do it. Because if you don't do all this, then you can't get a specific item, which you need to access somewhere else, for example. So yes, you trigger that cutscene. After that cutscene, you want to warp to Cole. That's Cole next. Yes, going to get a fairy flute. You have to get this fairy flute, it seems. So when you spawn into Cole, we're going to go left. Going to loot that barrel, pot for an antidotal herb. You're going to come into the southwest weapon shop. In the barrel on your right will be some gold coins. In the southeast pot will be a medicinal herb, and then we're going to come upstairs. Now upstairs in the weapon shop, when you approach a swordsmith, you're going to get a cutscene. This cutscene is important, so make sure you trigger this with the swordsmith. That's it. It's going to talk about like the sword and stuff, so that will trigger the first part of the quest for Erdrick's sword. So make sure you chat it to the swordsmith, guys, and get a cutscene. Exit the shop afterwards. Then we're going to enter the western house. In this barrel just outside will be a steel broadsword, but in the western house, guys, you find the Oroki's sword inside the chest and a seed of strength inside the pot. So in that house you've got a seed of strength and Oroki's sword. Exit afterwards, go east and enter the well in the middle. And once you're down here, in the hidden spot on the right will be medal number 43. Once you've got medal 43, you want to exit the well and then enter the inn to the northeast. And inside this inn we're going to find the Puff Puff scroll. Yes, in that pot. You have to get 2 Puff Puff scrolls, by the way, and the Power Puff Puff. Because 2 people can learn them, but they learn a different skill. Like, for example, the main character will learn a offensive Puff Puff skill, but the other one will learn a defensive Puff Puff skill, for example. Yeah, and once you've got Puff Puff, come over here. This exclamation marker for a cutscene. Pick up the fairy flute. You have to get that as per the story. Once you've got a fairy flute, you'll continue down here. Cutscene will continue. And you want to talk to him afterwards, guys. I don't think this little quest leads to anything, but I'm going to be showing you anyway. So talk to him again afterwards. He's going to move on. Then we'll chat to him again later. That's it. Then once you've done it, we're now going to warp to Ducandor. Ducandor next. That's it. When you spawn in here, go inside the castle and you want to approach the king sitting on the throne. Trigger another cutscene. There's a medal in this room, but we still can't access it. We need the ultimate key. Yes, then tell me you're ready. I'm going to trigger a duel. You're going to show him what you've learned so far. So when you beat him, you'll get 12,000 experience, 12,000 gold coins, which is nice. Finally, you'll get an equal amount of gold and experience. He will also drop the Nobleman's Knife. And when you beat him, you also get a trophy. Try twice tested, twice bested. Awarded for proving your might to the King of Decandor. Then after that, we're going to warp to Buran. So you have to go to Buran in order to get access to the Shrine of Rendarak, which leads you to the ultimate key. And if you do not complete all these little steps, so I know you only need a false idol to gain access to the shrine, but you need to trigger the little quest with the priest in Buran, because he kind of gives you like a magic seal which allows you to open this door to even get to the shrine, and that dialogue with him will not trigger unless you get a fairy flute, I believe, and then fight this king here. So yes, you have to do all this. Like I say, you don't have to do the Shrine of Rubis yet, but you have to do everything else. And sorry, Living Memories, you don't have to do them either. So Living Memories, as I've said before, they do not need completing to finish the story at all. They can be done post-game. Shrine of Rubis needs completing to finish the story, but you can get the ultimate key without the Shrine of Rubis. So then, other than those, you pretty much got to do everything else in order to access the ultimate key. So yeah, the King of Decandor is quite weak. He's got a little tiny sword. I'm not quite sure if it's broken or it's just a tiny dagger. It's been stitched up there if guards have given the wrong sized weapon. He didn't stand much of a chance anyway when I'm on easy difficulty. So yes, at Buran, we're going to go and talk to the aged priest. There'll be a bunch of loot down there. We'll head outside the door nearby, get into the passage to Rendarak, and make a save, guys, and that'll be it for part 17. Like I say, part 18, we're going to get the ultimate key about... The next dungeon's quite a long one, actually. Yeah, it's quite a long dungeon. There's like 7 levels altogether. Oh, it's that dungeon where... This dungeon coming up, it's not a random floor. That'd be a floor. If you take the wrong exit, you get spawned back at the start. So it's one of them type of dungeons. Yeah, it's not random, luckily. So once you know the exit, it's always going to be the same one. There'll be like a chest near the middle, but again, once you know the chest, it will always be there. There's quite a lot of loot there, actually. I do avoid some of it, just because it just takes too long to get everything. And I don't think it will be that useful. But we get Erdrick's armour. We get a spiked armour finally. Spiked armour is one which makes so when an enemy attacks you, part of their attack reflects back at them, which I always like. Yeah, Erdrick's army gets quite good. Another medal, Thunderbolt Blades. Another medal nearer the end.
Thank you.
Yeah, quite a lot of goodies. But anyway, we beat him, guys. King of Decandor. So like I say, you'll get a trophy for that. And then we're going to warp to Buran. Right, I don't think the Queen's going to be very happy watching a king get beaten up like that. Right, let's do it. So warp to Buran. Let's make our way to Rendarak. Get ultimate key. So when you come in, you want to enter the church in the centre. Going to talk to the aged priest down in the bed. Yeah, you can't really tell on these games if they got wrinkles or not, or their age. So they had to call him the aged priest, just so we know he's an older guy, he's an elderly priest. But you come downstairs, and down here you're going to find magic armour, magic water, holy water. Yes, quite a lot of goodies. Then come talk to the aged priest. Yeah, little cutscene there. He's going to tell you that he's going to kind of envelop you with some type of seal so you can access or go through the door upstairs. And this is pretty much a route to the final area of the game, before the post game, of course. Right, that's it. You see him just covered me in the seal. Yeah, so once you're done, go back upstairs, and in front of you there'll be a cedar defence in that barrel. Yeah, come this door at the back. You should be able to unlock it now. I'm just going to make a save first. My second save of the game. Oh, sorry, I think it's number 3 actually. How are we doing? 5 hours 26. Not too bad. I think I'm on about 7 hours 30 by the time I completed it. So altogether it's probably taken me about 13, 14 hours to get a full platinum. But yes, come through this door. Come through this portal. It's going to warp us to the shrine south of Rendarak. There is some items up them stairs, by the way, but I'm not going to bother collecting them. There's no bad medals. So after the cutscene, we're going to head outside. We're going to go west and enter the passage to Rendarak. There's no sparkles on the way. This is just a quick little trip, guys. Little trek across the mountains. So straight outside, like I say, if you want to go back in the shrine, go upstairs. There is a bit of loot up there, but I'm not going to bother. So it's holy protection and padfoot as normal. All the way over here to the west. So you have to use a false idol to access this. You'll see in a second. So that's why you need a false idol. And of course you need a fairy flute and to beat the king in order to get access to that door at the back of the church. So that's it, guys. Passage to Rendarak. I'll leave it there for that one. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on part 18 tomorrow.